Welcome everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. We are in the Creative Kingship event group. And hopefully y'all are having a wonderful, blessed day. So, Crafty Friends Unite, hosted by our lovely Miss Amy from Crafts by Amy. So please make sure that you are following her and that you are following the group. And let's have some fun, guys. Okay, let us have some fun. This thing does not let me. Will it let me go smaller? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Miss Amy. I appreciate you. So I'm excited to be in today's event. It is a fun event. It is Baby It's Cold Outside. Luckily for us today, it is actually starting to warm up. And hubby was telling me that by Christmas we're supposed to be like in the 70s. So, whoop-de-doo. Alright, let me get my camera over here. And hubby said that he worked on it and hopefully got it to where you guys can actually see everything and it's not all flopped on y'all. Okay, up after me is going to be Miss Leslie with Leslie's Creative Cabin, so make sure that you stay tuned to watch her. Okay, and all of the rest of the creators, because I'm just starting us off, like I'm the beginning. So let's get this crafty train rolling, choo choo, and let's get going. All right, I'm gonna turn y'all down. So this is, I created this yesterday. This is super cute, but I need to get it out of the way. It's all nice and dried up now. It's a cute little door hanger or wall hanger, however you want to call it. And I'm going to bring out y'all, glitter. Seriously, it gets everywhere. What in the world did I have that had glitter on it? I don't like glitter. Okay, so I made this cute little ornament. Hello there, Miss Leslie. Welcome in, friend. I am so happy that you are here and you will be up after me, which is super fun. So I am going to take this ornament and we are going to turn him around. And we're going to use this really cute napkin and we are going to decoupage on the back and make it double-sided. I like things to be double-sided. Plus, usually ornaments tend to spin when you have them hanging up. So that's what we're going to be doing. That is what we will be working on. Okay? And this napkin is really cute because you could technically make it continuous if you wanted to. So I'm going to start by cutting it smack down the middle. I love it too. I don't know if I have any of these left for sale. I've been doing lots of napkin sales lately, and people just been loving the napkins. I do have one coming up, but it's for I guess I could show whatever I have left for Christmas, but it's gonna be the beginning of the year and it's all of the spring and summer and florals and bees and, you know, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July, any of those kinds of, anything that was not Christmas, Halloween, or Thanksgiving is what I'm pulling out and we'll be working on moving next. Because I got way too many napkins, y'all. Way too many napkins. So I think one napkin is going to be more than enough, but I'm going to leave them together just in case if we go over, okay? Because it looks like the width might be just a tad shy or right at it, and I don't want to, I would rather be safe than sorry. And we can always trim it off later. So whenever you are dealing with napkins, it's important to, one, make sure you remove all of the plies, okay? If you noticed, I cut first and now I'm removing plies. Honestly, it is so much easier if you trim your napkin first, okay, than trying to cut it afterwards, because if you've ever tried to cut a napkin, once you've taken the ply off, you know it becomes a whole issue. And then don't get rid of these. Don't get rid of your extra layers, because for one, they have shadow in them, so they make great backgrounds. For two, they're great to repurpose and you know, clean your brush off on or whatever. So don't just throw it away. We use everything, right? We're crafters. We repurpose everything. And then the other thing is, when you have a napkin that is a light background like this one especially, okay, what you have in the background matters. So if I were to just decoupage it straight on, you are going to see like the little burnt edges here. If it was dark, you wouldn't have the white popping. So just to be on the safe side, we're going to paint this white. Okay, so we're going to do that. And I have just realized, yes, I washed all of my brushes, but I left them in the kitchen. Tamara, so smart of you. So very, very smart of you. Do I have? That's a watercolor brush. I don't want to use that to paint with acrylics. Oh, darn it. Come on. Gotta have something around here. Not the best, but it'll work. It'll work. So, I love Nomis. I love the pastels. And I was like, ooh, if we are doing Baby It's Cold Outside, those blue gnomes are going to be the perfect little craft. Now, I'm on here only for 45 minutes, friends. So I should, in all technicality, get my craft done. Right? Hey, Miss Grace, how are you doing, my sweet friend? Thank you so much for spreading the love and the blessings. I truly do appreciate that. I hope that you are having a blessed Christmas season and having a blessed day. I know that today is, you know, it's Monday, right before Christmas. So, like, everybody is doing all kinds of last minute everything. I have decided if it didn't get done, it didn't get done. I am not about to try to. I can always get anything I missed after Christmas. It's all good. You know, my kids are old enough. It's fine. You know, I would have been a whole lot more stressed out if they were little. Because, you know, you try to teach them, you know, that it's not about the presents, or not just about the presents, but you still want them to have a good Christmas. So, but they're older now, so it's all good. It's a whole nother ball of wax. At this point, honestly, I just want to be able to spend time with them. That's all that matters. Because, you know, everybody has their own life going, and, you know, work and things. I mean, they don't have families of their own just yet. Those will come. Those will come. I am just so grateful that I do get to spend time with them. That's the most important thing. And I'm trying to soak up as much as I can, because I don't know if I'll have all three of them next year. Last year was hard with Easy off at basic, and then next year we don't know if he'll be able to come from Japan, so we just gotta be grateful that we have him now, right? You need to wrap presents. Oh, my daughter had me pretty much pinned down. Mom, we gotta wrap these presents because we're getting Easy on Friday. This was last week. And, you know, I don't want him to see the presents because they're in my room and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, 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 okay. It's fine. I was like, well, we'll get them done. We'll get them done. I promise. So, okay, so that looks pretty good right there. And I'm so lucky I don't even have to cook this year. Because the kids are taking care of all of it, including the baking. So, I am spoiled. I'm spoiled that pretty much all I gotta do is show up. I'm like, yes, to adult kids. Because it was funny. Normally I bake some kind of dessert or something, but they were like, no. They wanted Caroline to, she has been enlisted with doing the baking, so I will, after we go have Christmas Eve lunch with Gary's parents, we'll drop her and Easy off so they can help with all the preparations, and so Caroline can get all of her baking done. I think they were saying something about she was going to have to make banana pudding. Let's see how that goes, because she's never made that. So I'm kind of curious how it's all gonna go. But hey, last year she did really good too. So we shall see, we shall see. Yeah, I thought they were gonna want me to make something, but no. So I'm good with that. Alright, so me being a little OCD as I am, I'm painting the edges, okay? So y'all bear with me. But that way, this little ornament, it will be nice and finished, and I will hang this one up on my tree. I think it's the last ornament that I need to put on there, actually. It's the last one I've made, so I'm not a big fan of seeing the burnt edge here. I was telling hubby about I was telling him about me wanting to go ahead and bite the bullet and get the laser I want. He's like, if you want to, go for it. So that might actually end up being my Christmas present. I know it won't get here till the new year, but still, that'll be fun. I'll have a new toy to play with. You're gonna be baking cookies for Emmy this week. She wants chocolate chip cookies. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Shh, don't say that too loud, because then my daughter will be wanting me to make her some chocolate chip cookies. Those are her favorite. I think right now she's just worried about, she doesn't know exactly what it is that they want her to bake yet. Last year she did these banana blondies, which actually came out really good. So, because the boys had seen some viral recipe on TikTok or something, I don't know what it was, and so they asked Caroline to do it, and she did really good with it. And so then they were like, okay, so you're doing all the baking this year since you did so good last year. And she was like, I just followed the recipe. But it's a good thing. She needs to learn to do those kinds of things. It'll be good for her. Like I told her, I won't be always around. And hopefully one day she'll have a family of her own that she's going to want to bake and cook for, so. I just find it crazy how it has to be her brothers who always are the ones that get her to do stuff, because when Mama tells her, no. But if the boys tell her, oh, that's a whole nother ball game. Y'all siblings are something else, let me tell you. Hilarious. But I am very grateful that they are as close as they are. You know, that was my one plea, I guess, that if, you know, that they would always get along. Because as a parent, you know you're not going to be here forever. And I want them to be able to know that they can always count on each other. You know, that no matter what, they'll be there for each other. That's important. It's very important to me. So I'm glad to see that. Sometimes it can be extreme, but I'm still glad to see that. I'm glad to hear that my brother actually went to go see our father. Had lunch with him. Brother's not very keen on spending time with our dad. But I'm glad he did, because he's the only one that's close to him. I am literally an ocean apart, and I can't just go and see my dad whenever. You know, we can have all the things in the world, but at the end of the day, our family and those that we love, and let me tell you, sometimes our family is not blood relatives, okay? I am big on that. I have family that are not related to me through blood, but they're family. And I am so excited to be able to be close to them. Alright, let's dry this up. Hey there, Miss Angie. How are you doing, sweet friend? Let's get this dried up so that we can get our cutesy napkin on here. Thank you for the sprinkles. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this ornament was actually cut out by Carla from Carla's Bayou Creations, and I did this one on another event, and today, being that it is Baby It's Cold Outside event, I thought we would do the back and cover it in this really cute napkin with some blue gnomes, so very, very nice and cold. You're baking cookies, everybody's baking and doing all kinds of goody stuff. That is so much fun. I love hearing about that. I was saying, I ain't gotta do all that, so I'm very blessed. I am very, very lucky. I don't have to do that this year. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just use the same brush I did my stuff with, that I painted with. I'm just gonna use that one. Hubby was on my live yesterday when I was struggling with my heat tool not wanting to work. He messaged me after I got off, and he's like, so, sounds like you need another heat gun. And I was like, yeah, I do. And he was like, well, go ahead and order one then. So, I got one coming. I told you, I'm just so blessed in so many ways. Oh, I need glasses too now. Let me tell you that. So, Oh, yeah, it is the back of my chair. It's actually my Sally jacket that I have draped over the back of my chair. Look, I was never a big earring type of girl. I don't know, those things just never worked for me. So it would be funny if I started doing that at this point in time. Yeah, I already went ahead and set up our appointment because I totally forgot to do it because we normally do it in December. And of course, by the time I remembered that we needed to get appointments, it was too late. They were all booked. So we go in January. All three of us. Me, the Hubs, and Caroline. Because all of us need our glasses. I ain't got to worry about Easy anymore because he gets them through the military, so. So welcome in. Welcome everybody that's popping on. If you have just hopped on, we are here crafting with the Crafty Friends Unite group. It is hosted by Miss Amy from Crafts by Amy. And up after me is, oh my gosh, Creative. I just had her on the tip of my tongue earlier. Leslie's Creative Cabin. That is who is coming up after me. So make sure that you stay tuned. I am just presenter one, guys. Literally, presenter number one. So you're going to have lots of amazing creators on today. So make sure you stay tuned. Do not go too far. And let's try to get our gnomes on here to the best of our... I do want to try to get a Merry Christmas in here. I might have to... Yeah, we'll just cut one out and add it. That's not an issue. That will not be a problem. Okay. So, because I did dry the glue, now I have to reactivate it so it will attach. Ah, yeah, see, we normally go in so that we can get them either right before the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, but totally missed all of that. And so, of course, now it's gonna all fall under the new year. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's just gonna mess up for next year, but oh well. So I'm ironing, and what this does is it warms up that glue again, activates it, and gets it to attach to the napkin. And we also avoid having wrinkles this way. Because you can definitely get lots of wrinkles when it comes to napkins. Okay, so we are going to file this off. Try to pull this off as best as possible. Thank you. It is a really cute napkin. I thought it was perfect for today's theme. And I'm actually going to cut this Merry Christmas here and add it on here. The larger one. So that way we can have the nice wording, because the other ones got cut off because the ornament, like it's a nice size ornament, it just wasn't big enough or tall enough to get all of it in. And then I'm thinking, I don't know if I'll have time to do it during the live, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do is the little leaves, the holly leaves that are sticking out from this side, I think I'm going to paint those like in a blue color so that they'll match and give another little element there. Or maybe a mint. Yeah, I think a mint would look really pretty. That way they still have green since they are a leaf, but we'll do them like in a mint green. So I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Alright, let's get you all buffed here, because you were not supposed to be there. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I appreciate that, sweetie. How are you doing today? Hopefully you and your family are having a blessed beginning to your Christmas week. It is such an amazing time to remember how blessed we are to have each other, to have our family. You know, I have made so many amazing friends through the crafting community that I just feel absolutely blessed beyond words. So look at how cute that came out, right? Like I said, let's try to put the larger word on here. Ah! Well, my sweet friend, I am doing well, thank you. Yeah, sometimes the typing doesn't go as fast as the person speaking. I know. I've been there. Done it. Okay, so I did kind of mess this up, so I'm just going to touch it up a little bit. And we'll just, if I can get some paint on this brush. There we go. Jeepers. It's not picking up paint, like what the heck. Okay. Alright. So, this is what I want to do. I want to fussy cut the Merry Christmas, and I want to add that on there. So kind of like another layer, if that makes any sense. So we are going to do some fussy cutting. Yes, of course, my friend. I will. I will definitely do that. I would love to have you there. I know we still have a few friends that were missing to confirm if they were going to be able to come. But I still have some spots left if anybody is either in the Oklahoma area or you want to come out to the Oklahoma area in July, at the end of July. I still have spots for my retreat. And I would love to have you there and be able to spend time with all of y'all. Okay. Alright, so this is why I said that you always want to try to cut beforehand, because trying to cut it after, oh, I don't know about y'all, but my scissors always want to go all kinds of which ways. They never want to cooperate with me. And they very easily like tear and stuff. So we're essentially going to double layer this napkin. And we're going to utilize and get more of the snowflakes in there, so it's going to look very layered up, which I think is going to look super cute and pretty and give us more of the details from this really pretty napkin. Okay, so that means That's fine. I understand. Yeah, it's the last weekend in July, which turns into the first few days of August. So, again, just putting a layer of the glue on here, whatever you choose to use. If you like, what is this? What's this stuff called again? If you like Mod Podge, that's what I was gonna say. If you like Mod Podge, use your Mod Podge. That's totally fine. I'm just using school glue because it's what I have. It works just as well. It's pretty much the same thing. Alright. I'm going to dry this and we'll do the same thing again. Oh my gosh, there we go again with this thing not wanting to work. Oh, Lord. Now, let me see if I can use a space heater to help dry this a little bit. Because I need it a little bit dry though. Especially for what I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to go around the gnome's hats. So it has to be dry. I have to be able to place it properly. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, so we're going to try to come around our gnomes. It's still a little wet, so I gotta finagle these a little bit. Okay, not as bad. Not the best, but not as bad. Yeah, I love working with napkins, so let's try to iron this, and hopefully that way y'all can see what it looks like ironed. And then you can see what I mean about the whole like layered look. Okay, so you see now how there's the two layers. You can still see a little bit of the Merry Christmas down there. You can see some of the other snowflakes. I didn't get it exactly where I wanted to, but this will work. Again, being able to do the dry method or iron-on method is many times crucial when decoupaging, especially when you want to do things like this, because you want to make sure you're able to get those. Where did my little one go to? Those sides good. Okay, pull this off. Make sure we have this all nice and done. And then make sure that all of my little pencil marks are gone. I don't want those being seen for sure. Oh, of layering up your napkins? Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Um, Especially because this type of napkin has a very faint background, but many times the layering um, that I've done is either when it's like that, or when you've taken your napkin off, okay, and you put your napkin down. Hi there, Miss Wendy. Okay, and then you have the tissue that you took off, and remember how I told you it has a ghost image on here? So then you can layer your ghost image on top. Okay, and you can add that ghost image. Now this one, again, because this is very light, there's hardly any ghost image on this, but there's some napkins that have a strong ghost image on that second, almost like a second image. And those ones really work great for layering like that. But like I said, if you have something that's, you know, kind of thin like this, you can layer on. So, you know, I have snowflakes in the background, snowflakes on top, you know, and so I have all these multi-layers of it. How you doing, Miss Wendy? I hope you are having a blessed day. And we are going to, oh, we're going to make sure that we have a nice hole here. Because I don't want, because I need to be able to hang this, right? The amount of tools that I take out of my husband's toolbox. Or that I ask him, hey, do you have a round file by any chance? Sure. Then he doesn't get it back. Okay, I want to add some dimension to this, so I'm going to be using some glitter puffy paint, and we are going, ooh, it's already coming out. We are going to use it, and I think I want to put it actually, let's put some here on the little snowman, and make this little snowman glisten. Can do it on their little pong-pongs, from their little caps. You could add it on anything really that you wanted to. I love using puffy paints. If you have things like the name brand, what's it called, like the Color Pop and things of that nature, of course use what you have, but these are great alternatives. Ugh, I hate when they do that. Absolutely detest it. So this is a metallic white, and this is what I'm going to actually use on the beards. Yeah, you know, I try to be understanding. I remember with patients, like, okay, yeah, you know, I understand you don't feel well, but, you know, being rude is not going to make me want to take care of you anymore. Just saying. Actually makes me want to take care of you less. Oh, I should have, that was a snowball. That should have gotten glistening. So we're just going to put a little bit here for the beard. And this one is like a metallic white. But you can use whatever you got. You know, I know there's things like Nouveau drops and all those things, but way before I even knew that those things existed, I was using your puffy paint, like what you use, you know, on t-shirts and stuff. And I still use it because, you know, it is still, it works just as fine. It's economical. Many times a lot easier to find. So that's what I use. Hello there, Miss Kim. How are you? Welcome in. We are juicing up these gnome beards, giving them some metallic white puffy dimensional paint. Make their beards all cool looking. Because, you know, they're gnomes. They are cool. I know that gnomes are not, you know, for everybody, but I think they're cute. They can be cute. They can be creepy looking, but they can be cute too. I guess it all depends on how you do them, right? And I just use, I push out a little bit, and then I just use the nozzle to take the dimensional paint wherever it is that I need it to go. Okay. So that's about how I move my dimensional paint around, is with the same nozzle that it has. I just kind of push it around. Right? And then we got one left over here. I mean, there's all kinds of really cool, you know, there's metallics, there's neons, there's, you know, the regular colors. But these are great for being able to give dimension to your project. And like I said, a dimensional paint is a lot easier to find because you can get these like at your Walmart. This one is actually, I think, Michael's. This one here, Make Market, if I'm not mistaken, that's Michael's. This is a metallic white fabric paint. The tulip you can pretty much find anywhere. So. $30. My mom did 30 plus years, and she finally had to retire. It was just a lot on her health, and there was a lot of changes happening to the hospital and the healthcare system at that point, and so they were letting the older ones essentially go, and one of those was my mom. I told her she needs to find a hobby because she doesn't know what to do with herself. She's not used to not working because she's worked her whole life, and so I get it, it's hard. Like, what do you do when you've done something for so long, right? I've told my husband the exact same thing. I'm like, sweetie, I love you to death and all, and I can't wait till you retire so we actually have some more time together, but at the same time, you need to find a hobby, because yes, I want to spend time with you, but you need to have something to do. Okay. Exactly why you found this. Thank you so much for having me. Guys, here is my finished little ornament. Like I said, I think I might paint these leaves over here just so that they don't look like weird. But there we go. Look at it. It's so cute. And now this one, I gotta be careful because that's gotta dry. So we'll have this on this side and this on this side. It's gonna be so cute on my tree. I am so happy for it. Thank you guys so much. Let's go see Miss Leslie. Make sure that you are following the group. Again, it is Creative Friends Unite. Okay, it's a free group. You get to see everybody today, and let's go watch everybody. Have a blessed day. Love you.